major. Don't play with your life, player, or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause also she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Niggas need to stop.
Yo, welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks, and I appreciate y'all being here. Yo, today's gonna be a fun show. I already had this plan since last night, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna open up the lines. We're all gonna review a few hilarious videos off the Marry Your Secretary group page in a minute. But I saw something this morning that lightweight triggered me, and I want to break it down. There's a Keisha who did a video about Pastor James Manning. The name of this video is "The Pastor Says Black Women Don't Have Any Sense." Is he right? Now, she takes his views in fully embraces everything that he says, right? She takes the views of the pastor seriously. And I want to play real quick why she takes his views so seriously. Because it's her type of man. Let her explain who Pastor Manning was before he became who he is because he put on the suit.
For all the land anointed holy. He was born in 1947 in Red Springs, North Carolina. As a young man, he moved to New York City, where by his own admission, he took the low road. He got involved in criminal behavior, including burglary, robbery, larceny, possession of weapons, just what young men get involved in. So he ended up spending...
Let me pause right there, man. Right there. Burglary, robbery, arson, car theft, whatever she said. He did every crime except sexual assault, man. And her reasoning was just the things that young black men do. The worship that black women have for criminals is insane, bro. It is insane. I would almost argue that a lot of your best and brightest men became criminals just to get some of that stanky twanky. They don't sleep with the guy on the chess team, but they will sleep with the guy who sells weed in front of the chess class, man. That's what they are. No matter who they are, that's what they are. So, this is the type of man that's about to say what he says. And on face value, he almost sounds correct. But I'm going to play a little bit of his speech, of the little diatribe that he went on. And I'm going to break it down to the molecule. It's a few things that you got to understand that I know that I need you guys to know. Boomer men are nothing but women with phalluses. That is the number one thing you have to remember. They hate themselves. They hate their sons. They hate other men. They were raised under the policy like the blueprint of the Bobby Womack's, right? This is a generation who made a bunch of single mothers, then married somebody else's single mother, and created blended families. You understand that, right? They have no history of legacy, of lineage, of giving a fuck about the kid's last name. While they still alive, they don't tell you about who your people are. Their entire existence as a child was to buck authority, to be afraid of authority, to get their ass beat and call it fighting. They got bullied from 1950 to 1970. In 1970, when they had the opportunity to do something in the world, when they were of age, the first thing they did was move away from their parents so couldn't nobody supervise the fuck shit they're about to be on. I give Generation Z credit for just being gay, for going out here and fighting for trans rights. I don't agree with the rights, but I respect the fact that they called it what it was. Boomers were the motherfuckers that wore their panties on the outside of their pants like some goddamn Superman cosplay and shit. Sucked dick, but didn't call themselves gay, and they called it androgynous. That is what the boomers are. The boomers are the ones who hated themselves so much that they made it a generational policy not to allow their daughters to date a man like them. They were the original, give my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. The original. When they had an opportunity to die, because they in that age bracket, they've been dying for the last 10 years or so. When they had the opportunity to die, they would rather give their entire life's work. Turn the volume up a little bit. They would rather give their entire life's work to some fucking hood rat they just met 4 months before they died than give it to their sons so their sons don't have to start from scratch. That is who the boomers are. Women with dicks. That's what they are, male feminists. Boomers were so afraid of other men, and they still are. Boomers are so afraid of other men that they started this whole tirade of hiding behind a woman's skirt. They pushed their women into the forefront because they were scared of leadership positions, because they were scared what other men would do to them. That's what boomers are. A bunch of goddamn cowards and criminals. Sneaky niggas. Mr. Fuck Your Girl way before Trey Songz was even thought about being born. That's what the boomers are. These are the ones that come on these panels and tell you that black men can't equal up to their black woman. If black women got it, they deserve it, because black men not supposed to lead anyway, and they're your patriarchs. Ain't that some bullshit?
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
That's what they are. It don't matter who they are. That's what they are. So let's go back and check out what Pastor Manning is talking about what black men did. He gonna talk about Africa, and I don't even care about Africa. But let's go. One more time. How did he grow up? Because I don't even think I got all his charges in, man. This motherfucker was a motherfucker, man. He was a what? Now he's a respected man in the community because he's a man of the cloth and he wears a vest under his suit jacket. But what was he in his prime when he could have made a difference? What was he?
And anointed holy. He was born in 1947 in Red Springs, North Carolina. As a young man, he moved to New York City, where, by his own admission, he took the low road. He got involved in criminal behavior, including burglary, robbery, larceny, possession of weapons, just what young men get involved in. So he ended up spending...
When he was young, it was like the 1960s, my nigga. He was packing weapons. He had Saturday night specials in the 1960s, moving to work. This motherfucker watched Goldie and the Mac one too many times and said, yo, hold my beer, right? And I bet money, because I say this all the time. Church is a place for blacks. It is totally a place for blacks, right? Church is a place for women, gays, and felons. The women are in the pews, the gays are in the choir, and the felons are on the pulpit preaching to the motherfucking women. I don't care how many niggas say they are fucking Christian. How many straight men do you see go to church? You might say you believe in Jesus as the Christ. When the last time you been to church? It's not a place for heterosexual men. The only thing in church is women, gays, and felons. And that occasional man with a new girlfriend that drag him to church because, like,
my church not like all the other churches. You like my pastor.
It's always that girl, man. It's always that poor man in there asleep, got drug in by his new girlfriend. That happens. That happens. And who do the girls in church date? Goddamn gangbangers, nigga. They in church dating the gang members. Talking about, man, she gonna go to church to pray for him, for his salvation, while he on the block doing dirt. That is what church is about. It is a place of debauchery. Now, when I was young, somebody had a great analogy. They said church is a hospital for sinners, and I thought that was dope. But it's not that, because people don't go to church to get help. They go to church to get absolution and hear nothing they did was ever their fault. All right, so let's continue.
3.5 years in prison. It was in prison that he found the Holy Ghost and was saved. And coming out of prison, he began.
Niggas always catch the Holy Ghost in jail. 3 hots in the cot, 20 and 4. You know what I'm saying? 20 hours in, 4 hours out. Going to an hour of rec, 2 hours a day room. They always somehow find the Holy Spirit when they trying to protect their booty hole from somebody bigger than them. Go figure. Anyway, so let's see what this deleterious felon who didn't find the Lord until he was already fucked up in the game and had no fucking employment skills, no support system, nothing. All you had was the imaginary voice in your head. That's why girls like pastors too, because it's the imaginary voice in their head. They like to praise Sky Daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's always some type of imaginary friend and shit. They love that shit. But let's continue.
Began pastoring this church, Atla, which was at the time called Bethelite Missionary Baptist Church. But he changed the church's name in 19.
Let me fast forward past that shit. Let's get to his diatribe.
African Americans.
I don't want to hear you, bitch. You worship felons. You sitting here telling me this man is a felon from, he a OG, an original gangster. You worship. Get it, slip it, cuff it, check. She out here worshiping an original gangster. The first Crip. And she like, yeah, this is the guy I listen to because he gonna tell me how men ain't shit. These are the men, by the way, that black women want you to be when they say ain't no real man. They wish they had a man like they daddy and they uncle and they granddaddy. They talking about these motherfuckers that hate being men. Hate being men. The only thing that stopped them from being tranny is they like pussy. They worship pussy, actually. Put coochie on the altar. But let's listen to what he got to say. Because it's going to sound like it makes sense. And some of it will make sense. But I'm going to break it down to the last molecule. Let's go.
No houses above what?
I'm going to go back a little bit.
And discuss some of my takeaways from the sermon.
Black people had Africa, that big old continent over there. They never built one boat that was seaworthy. Not one. There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt.
Let's stop that right there. He said that black people were in Africa and never built a ship that was seaworthy. Not one. Here's the problem with that. The United States never really built a seaworthy ship either. That's just facts. Not until the 1812s. We had cargo ships that came from Britain that we bought from the British, But America didn't have the type of ships that he's talking about. As a matter of fact, the only three places that really manufactured ships on that level was Britain, of course, the Dutch, and ironically enough, China, who were the biggest import exporters of that time until they shut down their naval department. Africans had seaworthy ships. Did they have ships that could make it to America? Yes. Yes, they did. You know how? Because of the second thing he said about them not building any monuments. Check this out. What did he say right after that?
War! There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking.
Let's pause right there. No monuments in all of Africa. And he's going to exclude Egypt. But let me tell you this. The biggest library in the world before Alexander the Great came was in Ethiopia. The second biggest was in, where's Mansa Musa from? I want to say Morocco, but that's not true. I can't remember where he's from off the top of my head, but right around that area. The ships that they built were so sturdy. They built warships. They built commerce ships that actually made it to South America, which goes back to the monuments. That's the reason that the monuments in Africa mimic exactly the monuments of the Incas and Aztecs, because they actually went over there hundreds of years before Christopher Columbus got lost. And they were praised as gods. So they had to be able to make a ship to get over there. That's the reason why the pygmies had bones in their noses and coins under their lips, because they wanted to have wide noses and big lips like the people that came from over the sea. So they had ships and they had monuments, and they used those ships to build monuments in other fucking continents. What is he talking about? All old niggas do is lie to make men look bad. That's all the fuck they do. All they do is try to make other men look bad and worship bitches.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we come. Look, guys, you asked me to.
I hate these old niggas so fucking much, man.
Mama,
Tiger Crane said Mansa Musa's in Timbuktu. He is in Timbuktu. I couldn't remember the name of that country for nothing. Gratitude, sir. Let us continue.
Made out of grass and wood.
Hold
Black
on,
man.
hold on, wait. One a little bit too far.
First colonization of white people coming to there's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt. Egypt is not Africa.
Now pause on that. Egypt is not Africa, by the way. He's absolutely right about that. Egypt has been conquered by somebody. Egypt is the thought of Africa. Everybody had a piece of Egypt. Everybody done had a piece of Egypt, man. The Arabs, the Greeks, the start with an M. That's what Cleopatra was. The Macedonians, the Greeks, everybody take over Africa. The Africans took over Africa too. Like everybody fuck over Africa. I mean Egypt. Egypt is the Bussa of Europe. So he's right about that. Egypt doesn't really count as Africa.
There are no great cities that were built even before.
Wait, there were no cities that were built. Wow. Going back to what Tiger Crane said. In Timbuktu, Mansa Musa had so much bread, they were building whole cathedrals. They don't show you that when they got Sally Fields on TV talking about some.
you can feed an African for just 63 cents a day. For just 63 cents.
Mansa Musa's shit was so tight that when he went on the trip to Mecca, which he didn't even really believe in Islam, but being a Muslim at that time gave you a cheaper rate. They had a Muslim discount on the Silk Road. So when he took the trip to Mecca, so he could network and get a cheaper rate on the Silk Road, he dropped so much bread that all of Europe was like, God damn, where you from? We need to holler at him. Mansa Musa flossing like a nigga from the projects that finally got some money. Mansa Musa flossing is one of the biggest reasons why the rest of the world wanted to colonize Africa, because he stunted so hard. It was like, man, we're going to take his shit. They was eating a banana. Somewhere they was eating a banana like, I don't like that shit. I'm going to drop a dime on that nigga. But, okay, tell us how they didn't build anything. All right, let's go.
For the first colonization of white people coming to the shores of Africa, or the slave ships, black men built nothing. No sewer system, no houses above one level, and none of them made out of stone, all of them made out of...
Pause. No stone houses, all the houses made out of wood. Okay, cool. You know who else has no stone houses, only houses made out of wood? Motherfucking Cleveland, nigga. Everything in Ohio is made out of wood except downtown Cleveland and downtown Cincinnati. If y'all have ever driven through Ohio, it looks like the Three Little Pigs built that bitch, man. It's just nothing but straw houses and stick houses. I went through Ohio and thought I was in 1920s Mississippi. No joke. It's not a big deal. You build your houses with what you have available. The number one commerce from Africa was wood. The reason that China was building these huge ships to come to Africa was to get wood and occasionally some quote unquote exotic animals, because they had elephants and rhinoceroses, things that were never seen anywhere else in the world for their zoos. But their number one export was wood. Why would you not build your house out of what is available? Secondarily, as far as sewer systems go, most of the world did not have sewer systems. He makes it sound like, well, black men didn't invent sewer systems. The only place that has sewer systems en masse was Rome. And I mean the city of Rome, not even all of Italy. When you look back at those same movies, because when he's talking about colonialization and getting slaves, he's talking 1500s, in the 1500s. Think about the movies that came out of here, those period pieces about royalty in Britain at that time. The same people who were over there trying to buy the slaves, according to him. Paris has sewer systems too. I ain't gonna shit on Paris. Paris has sewer systems too. But everybody else had chamber pots. They were shitting on pots on top of straws and had to have servants empty out the pots. They didn't have sewer systems. When we talking about Britain, when Britain was coming out of the Dark Ages, trying to run shit. And the sewer systems that were built in France were built by black people during the Dark Ages, which is why they're called the Dark Ages. That's why you never hear about the rulers in the Dark Ages, because they were dark-skinned people. Nothing that he is saying is true, but it makes it sound like men ain't shit because women love to hear about how men ain't shit. I hate these old niggas so much, man. I try to love my dad, but he a boomer too.
Grass and wood. Black men, before the white man ever got to Africa. The worst thing that could ever happen to South Africa was when they gave it to Nelson Mandela and black folk. That was a great nation. Now, notwithstanding apartheid was wrong, we all know it's wrong. I'm against it. There should have been some other resolution, though, than turning it over to Nelson Mandela. Disease, AIDS, and crime is running wild in Johannesburg. They're killing one another over there. They're dying.
Did he just blame Nelson? And I don't even think Nelson Mandela was a great leader. But did he just blame Nelson Mandela for AIDS? Did he just? That's crazy.
Hell no. To the no. Yeah.
AIDS was in a book about chemical and biological warfare in 1959. AIDS is as man-made as the China virus. You understand what I'm saying? They put AIDS in Africa, then said it came from monkeys. He is blaming Nelson Mandela, who got freed in what, the 1990s? Early 2000s? I think it was 1990. He's blaming Nelson Mandela for something that had been going rampant in Africa since the late 1970s. They put it in Africa, and they put it in New York in the gay clubs because they didn't know half these gay niggas is bisexual, right? So they thought in America, they called it the gay cancer. During the Reagan administration, AIDS was called the gay cancer because they were giving it to gay men in New York City and in San Francisco, and they put it in Africa. This man just blamed Nelson Mandela for that? Man.
Hey, y'all! Masters are coming! He's a coming, y'all! Masters are coming! Here he comes! Look, guys, you asked me to take...
Let's continue, man. I ain't gonna be too much longer.
Black women buying these black.
I just want to get to the point where he blame everything and tell black women it's your fault for liking black men. Let's go.
But you can't prove me wrong.
Yeah, I did just prove you wrong, but I went too far up.
People who ran the nation are now leaving the nation because black folk don't know how to run no nation.
Now pause, that part's true. They are leaving South Africa crazy.
They don't know how, and we need to admit it. I know you don't like it, but you need to stop shucking and jiving. We got a problem. Nigeria produces oil every year, yet the children over there are hungry and pot-bellied and walking barefoot. We got a problem. You talk about the Hutus and the Tutsis. Look what's going on in Zimbabwe now with Mugabe. We got a problem, black folk. And forget about Zimbabwe and South Africa, Nigeria. Look at what y'all have done in Harlem. You can't even hold on to Harlem. We got a problem. Black folk don't understand the world.
Let's pause right here. Harlem is totally his fault. Face back said black people came around churches. Harlem, especially after the Renaissance, Harlem was the black cultural mecca. Chicago might be black mecca because of the politicians and the religious figures in Chicago. But when it comes to culture, when it comes to what it is to quote unquote be black, Harlem was the cultural mecca. That was definitely in his generation. He is the reason they left Harlem. This motherfucker, he moved to New York. He was robbing people. He was breaking in houses. He was bringing guns on the premises. He was getting locked up, finding the law in jail. He moved from Louisiana to New York to be part of the problem. And now he's saying, now that he's saved and sanctified, that it's black people fault. You the black people, motherfucker. I hate these old niggas so much. I swear to God, I do. No accountability, just like a bitch.
You can get mad with me all you want. You can say what you, but you can't prove me wrong. Now, I'm not saying this because I hate black folk. I'm saying it because I love you enough to tell the truth. And the only person going to ever help us get out of the situation is going to be God. There's something wrong with the black man's mind.
Pause, 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 pause.
Hey, y'all! Masters are coming! He's a coming, y'all! Masters are coming! Here he comes! Look, guys, you asked me to take...
After all of that, everything he said had to do with systems and infrastructure. Systems and infrastructure. It's not even a money problem. Money is everywhere. It is an infrastructure problem. Can you set up a system that will work for your people? Did he say, yo, I got a system, I got a solution? No, this motherfucker said, do like I did in jail and just praise God, nigga. That's what's wrong with niggas now. They pray for fucking outcomes instead of making the outcomes happen. All these goddamn conspiracy theories, everybody's scared to conspire. I hate these niggas so much. And these are motherfuckers holding their sons and grandsons down. Goddamn it, like telling them it's cooler to follow a bitch and suck a dick than it is to take charge of their motherfucking homes and families. I hate these niggas so much, bro.
Don't be God. There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind. He does not understand the world. He doesn't. I don't care if he learned medicine. He doesn't understand the world. He can't even hold on to Harlem. When he was here, he moved out. We got to talk to the Lord. People, we got to talk to God. And black women, Shirley Chisholm, Harriet Tubman, Coretta King, one of her boys. Yeah, okay, then we got a black president. But you black women, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't got no sense, you black.
Hold on, let me bring that back. He mentioned every goddamn activist bitch ever. None of them chicks did anything. None of those women did anything. They got in positions and demonized men the same way he is, and they were activists. They complained a lot. That's what an activist is, a professional complainer. They just go around marching, complaining, getting on podiums, complaining. They beg other groups instead of they group for solutions. They begging the white man to solve the black man's problems and telling black men who have solutions that he acting white. That's what the fuck he just named. Every bitch he just named. You got the Shirley Chisholms. You got the Shirley Chisholms that are trying to shut down rap music because it's misogynistic, then taking pictures with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, right? As long as she's selling her own pussy is fine, but if a nigga buying pussy, he a demon. Who the fuck she selling it to? These are the motherfuckers he worshiping. I told you these old niggas only worship bitches and call it black. And they absolutely right, by the way, because black is only for women, gays, and felons. So them worshiping women while they got gays in the choir and there's a felon on a fucking podium is absolutely on code for the blacks.
Shirley Chisholm, Harriet Tubman, Coretta King, one of her boys. Yeah, okay, then we got a black president. But you black women, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't got no sense, you black women. Your men treat you like the dogs, like your dogs. They walk all over you. They make you pay the bills at home, and then the preachers pimp you in the churches and make you pay the bills.
Black women, your men treat you wrong, and they dog you out. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He's preaching to a group of black women who are either married for 40 years and hate their husbands anyway, or they're under the age of 50 and they only have a 9% marriage rate in the first place. They have more kids than they do substantial relationships. As a matter of fact, if they didn't have kids, they wouldn't even count those dicks, right? The only dicks they count is the 3 guys they like, plus whoever they had a baby by. Without the baby, they all only been with 3 guys and they ain't had sex in the last 6 months, nigga. That's all toddlers. Don't even make sense to ask their body count. This is who we preaching to, about how men ain't shit and men treating them bad. And don't listen to pastors either, but he a pastor. But let's not worry about that, right? This is his diatribe. This is what the black chick who video I watched, and I was like, what the fuck she talking about? This is the part that she's worshiping. The demonization of black men by black men who don't do shit for black men. Bring that back a little bit.
Black women, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't got no sense, you black women. Your men treat you like the dogs, like your dogs. They walk all over you. They make you pay the bills at home, and then the preachers pimp you in the churches and make you pay the bills. Y'all crazy black women buying these black men private jets the tune of $50 million on it's crazy. Black people, let me tell y'all something. If you don't ever hear me say preach again, they can kill me tomorrow. But let me tell you something. We're not going to ever get anywhere until we look into the mind of a black man. He doesn't think correctly. I don't care what he is. He could be a doctor. He could be an astrophysicist. The nigga ain't got no sense. You talk to him. You talk to a black man. He doesn't understand the world. He's never built anything. The most the black people have ever done, they did it here in America under white people's help.
This slave shit right here, man. He's saying no matter how great the man is, he could be a doctor, a lawyer, an astrophysicist. Don't listen to that man. He don't know shit. He's saying that every black man is unfit to lead, and women who deal with black men will only be abused. This is his fucking words. This is who's the masculine voice in the ear of your bitch. A bunch of transgenders that's trying to take a spot and old men that hate their sons. This is what you're fighting against. I say don't fight. Rebrand, tribe up. Let these colors do what colors gonna do and move around and do shit right. Cause it's a rap. It's a rap. It's too many dudes that'll kill you over a bitch that'll stop you from. Have you ever heard me on Too Married, Too Single? When I'm like, yo, we just gonna tribe up and just build from scratch. Oh, they ain't gonna let you build from scratch. Then people gonna do something to you. They have such a fear of building shit because they don't know shit. Boomers have to be the dumbest generation in the past 150 years. I stand on that. The dumbest generation in 150 years. The slaves couldn't read, but they had trade skills. They could build a house from scratch. Why you saying black men don't build nothing? The silent generation worked at factories and had every skill set. They could fix a car in the alley with a pack of bubble gum and some toothpicks. Fix your whole shit. Listen to your car. Be like, oh, I know what's wrong with a young blood. Boomers, all they did their whole life is try to Bobby Womack their way through life and fuck other niggas' bitches and do drugs. When y'all complain about the 1990s, Generation X was selling drugs, who you think they were selling them to? The fucking boomers, nigga. All they did was got high and make Nas sing about them. I know a crackhead who said she liked to smoke nice rock, and if it's good, she bring your customers and measuring pots. Motherfucking, they stealing from their jobs, because they all fucking criminals. All these old-ass boomers is criminals or cowards. They whole claim to fame is getting their ass beat and call themselves fighters. How you a freedom fighter getting your ass beat and getting bit by dogs and shit? That don't sound like you fought at all. You did a lot of power walking across bridges and shit, getting your ass beat, hoping that gay white people will support you, bringing the gays into your fold, bringing women into the fold, especially white women who wanted your slot, then giving away your slot the first chance you got because you scared to leave. That was the boomers. They could have turned this whole thing around by the 1970s, but they was too busy getting high, trying to fuck their brother's girlfriend and being scared of all other men. Then they were scared of their sons when their sons came of age and started calling the police on their own sons and making crime bills to stop their sons from getting it the same way that the Italians and the Jews and the goddamn Polish and everybody else got it. They are traitors. Not just traitors to their race. They're traitors to masculinity, man.
Hey y'all, masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here he comes. Look, guys, you asked me to take.
Niggas so scared they try to pick up Mexicans and talk about black and brown coalitions. Mexicans only been like us. Talking about black and brown coalitions. Hoping the Mexicans will fight for you. The Mexicans just replace you. Like, man, we can't deal with no coward ass niggas. Get the fuck up out of here. Y'all run by entertainers and ministers. Men of the cloth. Your best and brightest running, marrying white girls, moving out your communities. Because they're like, yo, it's a lost cause, nigga. All the motherfuckers that's supposed to be our leaders, our elders, they not elders, they just olders. They just old-ass motherfuckers that got high from Woodstock all the way into the George W. administration, went to rehab, then all of a sudden wanted to be respected as an elder. Nigga, you been gone for 35 years. Your kids had keys around it. Same way I had this motherfucker around my neck now. When I was a kid, it was a shoestring with a key on it, man. Your kids raised themselves, and now all of a sudden you want the respect of a man. Get the fuck out of here. I hate these niggas so much. I'm going to play a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to skip a lot. I'm going to go to what she said because I want to tell you what the effect of bullshit rhetoric like this is on the toddlers who y'all put in charge that won't hire you when she in human resources, won't give you your kid but want you to pay child support, want to start a fight and then, because she can't love nobody, try to get every man that loves her killed and put in jail. That's what a professional fight promoter is, right? Who fights for her? Her brother, her husband, her father, her boyfriend. She'll date a nigga. She'll date a dude that her son don't like. Want that dude to discipline her son. Then get mad at the dude and want her son to beat up her boyfriend. She puts every man who ever loved her against every other man who ever loved her. They are horrible fucking at being human beings. Human beings. They're terrible fucking people. Just generally speaking, they're terrible. Pussy is delicious. Get you some. Pussy is delicious. But as soon as she put that pussy back in her panties, nigga, it's a wrap. But play a little bit more. Hold on. I want to hear her, how she felt about when he said, don't trust men.
Now that is a lot to unpack because he ran the gamut of black people. Africa, African Americans, black people all over the world. He said black people do not understand the world. We don't understand how the world works. Now I agree with him on that. He came with a different perspective with black women because we hear black men on social media all the time talking about all the things that's wrong with black women. His critique really was not of black women in the sense that there's anything wrong with you as far as being feminine and masculine. See, he did not come from that point of view. He said you don't have any sense because you let your men treat you like dogs. And he said, the preachers are pimping you out at church, buying jets. And that was directly referencing Creflo Dollar and this whole thing about trying to buy him a new jet because his jet.
Now, here's the thing. A pastor put every other pastor under the bus for one pastor because he ain't had the courage to say Creflo Dollar. He's a bitch. We knew he was talking about Creflo, but he said pastors, and he a pastor. He talked bad about black men, but he a black man. When I tell you how self-hate works, that's why I say they the original black woman. Every woman acts like baby boomer black men. Every woman acts like baby boomer black men. I swear to God. If you really listen to these old heads, they sound just like these young bitches, though. I promise to God. That's why I hate these motherfuckers equally, because they all are ops. They all ops. But you see how he didn't blame bitches for nothing except wanting to be abused? Look at every time you have sex with a bitch, she wants you to choke her, nigga. Bitches love abuse. They love abuse. Abuse is love.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You darn tootin' I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile, man. Look at that smile. The idea that he beat her ass and called her love, nigga, her whole coochie got wet. Nigga, I promise you, bro. If these bitches being treated like dogs, it's because they won't fuck with a person that treat them fair. Because he didn't start off treating her like a dog. That's not how abuse works. Abuse is gradual. Starts off with arguments. Then it gets to physical altercations like you just hold her when she's trying to beat you up or you shake her shoulder or something. You might upgrade to a choke if you don't leave her because you see it's getting that bad. A lot of things happen. Nobody just comes in like, oh, shit. Hey, what's your phone number? Hit you in the eye. He's a liar. All boomer men are liars. I can't even really call them men. They the first transgenders, man. They move. When I tell y'all that when I say that, man, I don't listen to gay black men. I don't have a problem with gay people. I have a problem with transgenders, but I don't have a problem with gay people. That's a sexual preference. Whatever you want to do with your body, cool. I have a problem with gay black men because they move like black women. And I don't like black women. Why the fuck I want a man that's a better bitch than the bitch I don't like? That makes no fucking sense. That has nothing to do with homophobia. That has to do with Keisha-phobia. And y'all acting like Keisha around this bitch. Here's the thing. Everything they say sounds like a black woman. They hate you. They hate themselves. Why do I? As much bullshit as I talk, why am I so successful with women? Because I hate them as much as they hate themselves. We match energy. Bitch, you hate you. I hate you. You want somebody to love you. I love me. You hoping that you can siphon some of the love I have for myself onto you. It work out. All them niggas was sucking dick in the 70s and not calling themselves gay. They was calling it androgynous. They was blaming it on the cocaine, all type of goofy shit. Trust me on that. But that's as much outrage as I want to have on one particular show. I'm opening up the lines, man. I'm gonna bring y'all up, man, because we're about to have fun now. We're about to have fun. Shout out to everybody that's in the Marriott Secretary group. They be sending some hilarious clips. And I want to have levity, man. This is a cool day. It's beautiful. The weather's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I got all my orders out, man. Got them, man. The call center back up and popping as the third. You know what I'm saying? On the third, the call center back up and popping. Man, I want to be in a great space, man. I don't want this booming energy on me, man. So I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna switch energies. I'm gonna open up the line so y'all can slide up if y'all want to, and we're gonna watch some shit, man. It's gonna be hilarious. Let's go. What commercial I'm gonna do? Nah, y'all do need to train y'all toddlers.
Toddler tales are crazy stories that could only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology and the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other Toddlerology members. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story.
All right, man. Like and sub, but y'all come in, man. Like and sub. Send your heart, pay your, you know what I'm saying, donate some daycare fees. I'm going to drop the link if y'all want to come up, man. We can review a couple of videos together, a couple of shorts. You know what I'm saying? So, I was thinking about this since last night, honestly. I was saying to myself, self, wow, they just steady dropping stuff. I ain't even see this one. I trust Kanto. I trust that this is gonna be funny. We're gonna show 10 videos. We're gonna do a review of 10 videos. Let's start off with this one. This is called When You Know You Married the Wrong Woman.
It's horchata. I can't lie, homies. I wanted to bang the eyeliner off that hood rat. I was blown away. Heaven was missing an angel, and she was right.
You know what? We ain't gonna do this one. This one too long. This one 5 minutes.
Here with me.
That's gonna give me.
I didn't know how to act, homies. And then this happened.
Hey, give me that, fool.
My heart was racing hella fast. Never have I ever seen a pair of niggas like that.
What the hell? There you go. That one too long, bro. We ain't gonna do that one. We're gonna do something a little bit shorter. That was almost 6 minutes. See, I be trusting Kanto, man. Kanto be letting me down.
And it did magic tricks. I was in love. I found the woman of my dreams.
Fool Kanto. Kanto done sent us off today. Hold on. We gonna do 10. We gonna do 10. It ain't gonna be that one though. That ain't gonna be one of the 10. See, you done messed up my flow, man. Messing around with the Contamontos. I'm gonna go with the original 10 I was gonna play, but that was a new one. I was like, okay. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah, this is a good one right here. Fellas, you know how I always tell you guys that women aren't really good, better than men at anything, like anything, not even sex. Like y'all want sex from women, but women not even good at sex. Like you do all the work. At best, like she don't keep her back arched when you hit it from the back, man. She always end up on her stomach or some shit when she rides you. Every once in a while, you find a great girl that be on her tiptoes, but most of the time, they just scooting on you and shit. They just fucking up. Somebody must have heard my cries, man, and they made a video trying to explain to women how lazy they are. Let's check this out together, man. It's hilarious.
Keep going. Go ahead. Go ahead. What happened? Yeah. What happened? What happened?
Let's play that, man.
Keep going. But I be going hard. That's not how I be going hard. Harder. No. Keep going. Go ahead. What happened? Yeah. What happened?
If girls had to perform the way you perform for her to orgasm, she couldn't do it. What was that, 15 seconds? Now I'm at the 15-second mark. 20 seconds. Nah, 15. She already stopped. 15 seconds. Lazy at best. You're absolutely right. It was only 15 seconds. We could play her whole performance again.
Keep going. But I be going hard. That's not how I be going hard. Harder. No. Keep going. Go ahead. What happened? Yeah. What happened? Exactly. 21 seconds.
All right. We gonna rate these, man. We gonna rate these. In a scale of 1 to 5, man, in the chat, man. On a scale of 1 to 5, how funny was that, man? 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Let's see what's next. Okay. This was kind of sad. But like I always tell you guys, every girl is Sukiana. They just need the opportunity to be so. It don't matter what their profession is, what their educational background is, if they come from a 2-parent household. Every girl is Sukiana. If given the opportunity, they gonna do dicks. Then turn gay for 2 years to reset their coochie odometer. Then come back doing dicks. So, we're gonna check this out. This is about, first of all, man, y'all gotta quit dating fat bitches, bro. Y'all gotta quit dating fat bitches.
Marry, have a kid, a happy home, and then you work on yourself, lose over 100 pounds, and become unrecognizable, both inside and out. You hang out more, and ultimately step out on your marriage. There's hurt, pain, and a divorce. You live life with regret, but your story isn't finished.
What I thought at the time was love, I had never felt that before, ever. I have never felt so more desired in my life, ever.
Was sleeping with your husband difficult?
Very.
Why?
Because I only wanted the other guy.
Wow. I'm obviously not yours and you're not mine, but I don't want you.
He was mine. I'm sorry, honey. He was mine.
How did your husband find out?
I confessed. I couldn't sleep. My conscience was eating me alive and I was exhausted. I was ready.
Okay, time out. Because I don't want to hear this toddler babble she about to do, right? But here's the thing. The irony of all this is she lost 100 pounds just to cheat on her husband, lose her husband, and gain the weight back, nigga. Now she just a fat bitch all over again. She a fat bitch all over again without no man and without no side nigga, because side niggas don't like fat bitches. Here's the thing. I could have seen this coming. Y'all remember them old gastric bypass commercials where a chick be like, I lost 110 pounds. And she be fat as fuck wearing these church dresses just like this chick right here. But as soon as she lose that 100 pounds, she in a bikini on the commercial. Like, all she needed was to shed that weight to be the ultimate hoe. They all the ultimate hoe. The only difference, I'm going to play this again. I'm going to play just the beginning, though. The only difference between a fat hoe and a fine hoe is you don't care about a fine hoe. You show me a California 9, her body count could be 200. I'm still TTG, nigga. I'm still trying to go. I'd be 201 because the bitch bad. You know you can't keep her, but the bitch bad. How many bodies does a CNA have? You know what I'm saying? How many bodies does a stripper have? How many bodies does a third grade teacher have? But she's still bad as shit. You'll still throw your rod and try to catch a fish. Somebody, all she got to do is move to another city and join a church, and she'll find a husband, right? Reset her life. Fat bitches, a bogus fat bitch, ain't nowhere to go because don't nobody want her. The reason I'm gonna play it again is because I want you guys to understand. This is the DNA, right? The dick and attention. She did all of that shit not because she did it for herself, because women don't give a fuck about themselves. They don't care about their body. I keep telling y'all that. They don't care about their body. She did that to get more attention. That's all she lost weight for, is more attention. And when she got tired of the attention she was getting, the bitch put on 100 pounds quick as fuck. I don't even know how quick how can you put on 100 pounds that quick? I know how hard it is to take off 100 pounds. I need to lose about 35 pounds. Nigga, it's difficult, especially when you don't work out. But to put on 100 pounds, I don't care how much coffee I drink, how many grilled jerk chickens I eat, how many tacos I devour. I'm not going to gain 100 pounds. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to check this out again and listen to us, and just listen to her talk about the plea for attention and how she can't give attention to the only man. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to say this real quick. She think he's a piece of shit for wanting her when she was a piece of shit. She thinks that he's less of a man to fuck a fat bitch because she wouldn't. She would not have dated herself because she hates herself, just like Boomer Man, honestly. But she hates herself. There's no way in the world she would have dated herself. So to be married to a man that would date her when she wouldn't date herself, she finds that man repulsive. Toddler logic. Let's check this out again.
You're married, have a kid, a happy home, and then you work on yourself, lose over 100 pounds, and become unrecognizable, both in...
I just wanted to, I tried to pause it earlier. That was a big bitch, bro. That was a big
inside and out. You hang out more and ultimately step out on your marriage. There's hurt, pain, and a divorce. You live life with regret, but your story isn't finished.
What I thought at the time was love, I had never felt that before, ever. I have never.
And she still ain't felt love because girls do not have the ability or the capacity to love. Because love is duty. Love is not a feeling. Girls are all about feelings. Love is an action. And girls ain't about that life, boss. But I'm going to let her talk 5 more seconds, then we're going to go to the next one. Y'all can rate this one.
Felt so more desired in my life, ever.
That's all it came down to for that fat bitch, is one to be desired. All right, so on that one, same thing, 1 through 5. I should have put a poll up. But let's go to the next video. Because I can't listen to fat bitch. I can't listen to girls with clothes on in the first place. Then a big bitch with clothes on this, like why? Like why she even talk? Like the bigger the girl are, here's the irony of life. The bigger a girl is, the more she's supposed to be invisible, right? I'm just being honest. Like, you shouldn't even see big girls. Big girls have 2 roles in life, right? Unless she's related. If she an auntie or something, then you know she cooks for Thanksgiving. But a big girl in a social setting only has 2 purposes in life. 1, to hold the pretty girl's purses, and 2, to cock block so the pretty girl don't go home with a cool nigga. That's their only purpose in life. It's to hold purses and cock block. That's it. No, 3. If they know how to braid hair or some shit, their job is to braid hair. That's it. They don't have no real social value. You could say, man, that's the best stuff because she big. No, do you know how much comes out with being big? How lazy you have to be? That's sloth. Sloth is a sin. How much you got to eat? That's gluttony. Gluttony is a sin. This bitch is just 2 sins in before you even speak to her. And then if she black, she got a bad attitude. So now you get wrath. Because big girls love to fight for some reason. So that's 3 sins out of 7 before before you do anything. It's not a good look. She's not a godly person. There's no purpose to that. You can argue with me about it, but a fat girl, I got fat girls that's my friends, and that's why they my friends, because they'll never get this dick. All right, so that's video. What was that? Video 3? Wait, 1. Like and sub, man. Like and sub. Send your heart. Donate daycare fees. Let's see. What number was that? Oh, that was 2. Oh, I love this video. If I had to vote, I would give this video a 5, but I'm not the one voting. Y'all voting. So let's kick this off. How can I make this bigger? Get bigger. I need a deep frag or something.
Opening doors for your girl. There you go, babe.
Yeah,
Telling her I love.
Y'all got to get the whole context, man. This shit is hilarious to me. To me, this is a 5, and it's real short. It's like a 10-second video, but it's hilarious.
This is the best relationship advice, okay? Opening doors for your girl. There you go, babe. Telling her I love you, giving her kisses in the morning, stuff like that. Look, I only got 3 fucking seconds. Do not ever get married. So waste your fucking time. All you do is steal your money, make you broke, and complain about every fucking thing. Isn't that right, babe? You just got to be an amazing husband and just the little things, right?
Right.
All right. It's the little things in life. This is the best relationship advice, okay? Opening doors for your girl. There you go, babe. Telling her I love you, giving her kisses in the morning, stuff like that. Look, I only got 3 fucking seconds. Do not ever get married. So waste your fucking time. All you do is steal your money, make you broke, and complain about every fucking thing. Isn't that right, babe? You just got to be an amazing husband and just the little things, right?
Yo, that's so hilarious to me, man. That is funny as hell to me, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. But that's crazy, man. You work your whole life. Whew. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, man. Somebody pop on StreamYard, man. Let me check real quick. All right, so video 3. We got 1 vote from Face Facts as a 5. I got kicked out of StreamYard. So I guess it couldn't have been StreamYard. I think I got kicked out of StreamYard. All right. Oh, no, we do got somebody in StreamYard. They ain't gonna let me let you in. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Hold on. That link not working. I see you out there, little Elijah. Link not working. I'm gonna drop another link in the chat as we play the next video. We're gonna go to the next video. So the video 3 was a 5. Drop another video real quick. These are the videos, man. If y'all not part of the Marry Your Secretary page on Facebook, man, y'all cheating yourself, man. These boys be going ham in here, man. They show me stuff like, wow. All right, 1 through 5 on this one right here. Hold on. I don't know why y'all keep sending me this skin bone video of him getting a bad haircut. But yo, I'm not even gonna rate this video. This video right here though is about the guy who dated Bill Gates' daughter. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Premium prime white meat. Prime white meat.
Look at the pure joy on his face. Look at that smile. That's real love. Why is he smiling like that? Look who his girl is. Look, don't even worry about her face. Look at her name. Phoebe Gates, that's Bill Gates' daughter. He done hit the lottery. I wouldn't care what Dr. Umar said. Forget Sierra's prayer. What prayer did he pray? Look at that pure black boy joy. Every picture he cheesing. Big smile showing all his teeth. Crab singles. Every picture just cheesing. He can't hold it in. He know he ain't supposed to be there. Look at him. I'm happy for you, King. It's like a little piece of reparations. Keep doing your thing, baby. This the one. When they do, when he do that, he letting us all know, I'm doing this for y'all. This the kind of love I want. Look at the pure.
Hey, but low key though, he is happy in every single picture. All you see is smiles. In every single photo, man, all you see is smiles. That man ain't never seen a bad day, man. He ain't never seen a bad day. I respect that. That's the type of happiness that I want in my life, bro. Like, bro, that is never an argument or nothing, bro. He is coasting through life, bro. He is coasting. Did y'all even see that? Y'all didn't even see it. My bad, tribe. My bad. Sitting here trying to drop the link. My bad. See this one again. I messed up. Hold on, man. We're gonna put that one back up, man. My bad, tribe. I'm playing it. Y'all ain't seen. I'm like, man, y'all ain't vibing. Yo, bro, he is so happy, bro. I've never seen a man that happy to be with a girl in my life, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's try it again.
I want. Look at the pure joy on his face. Look at that smile. That's real love. Why is he smiling like that? Look who his girl is. Look, don't even worry about her face. Look at her name. Phoebe Gates, that's Bill Gates' daughter. He done hit the lottery. I wouldn't care what Dr. Umar said. Forget Sierra's prayer. What prayer did he pray? Look at that pure black boy joy. Every picture he cheesing. Big smile showing all his teeth. Crab singles. Every picture just cheesing. He can't hold it in. He know he ain't supposed to be there. Look at him. I'm happy for you, King. It's like a little piece of reparations. Keep doing your thing, baby. This the one. When they do, when he do that, he letting us all know, I'm doing this for y'all. This the kind of love I want. Look at the pure joy.
Man, look.
On his face. Look at that smile. That's real love. Why is he smiling like that? Look who his girl is.
Every picture that man smiling the exact same way, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him for finding real love, man. Real love. Real love, man. Hey, so that's what Billy bought the vaccine. Bro, that is pure love, man. That is pure love. Hey, man, I swear to God, bro. I could only hope. I can only hope that for everybody in Tribe, bro. I can only hope for that for everybody in Tribe. I want all of y'all to experience nothing but smiles, bro. Nothing but smiles. Look, and I told y'all the secret to that. Don't date women with a black mother. That's all. She could be black, but let her be raised in an orphanage or be biracial and her mama not black, like her daddy black and her mama something else, Asian or white or Mexican or something. Just do not allow yourself to be bothered with a girl who was raised by a black woman. Y'all'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. Hey, dude, super lucky. I totally agree with that. All right, on 1 to 5, man. What y'all get that one, man? 1 to 5, what y'all get that one? I got another one. I got another one. Hold on. I don't know why it's taking so long to load up today, man. So here's the thing. This one's self-explanatory, so I'm gonna just let it rock. Man. This one's self-explanatory. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought this one was funny. This is a picture of Steph Curry and all the kids, or not Steph Curry kids and his wife. Somebody say, why they all look like Steph, LMAO. And then somebody else go, that's what happened when your mama got kids by the same man. The part that got me is the fact that somebody had to say that. We have normalized in our society that we don't come from the same two parents. So that is a crazy thing. Yeah, we the black community are fucked.
Hey, that's crazy though. That is crazy though. But I'm with him though. Like, think about that. Think about that, man. Y'all came from a once again, they go back to them stupid ass baby boomers. When I told you they all make single mothers and then they marry somebody else's single mother and create a blended family, that was the whole 1970s, man. The whole 1970s. And my whole community, bro. I might play that one again. That was hilarious. And my whole community, there's 60 houses on every block. Then you got 1, 2 blocks. That's 120 houses. And our little cul-de-sac, and then there's 2 blocks in there. So 120 times 4 is 480. Out of 480 houses, and everybody had kids, there was probably 6 houses where all the kids matched.
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
6 kids out of 480 households, all the kids matched. Now, the younger kids might match. You know what I'm saying? But the oldest always had a different last name, right? Think about how irregular it is. And then they had kids who was busting it wide open in the 90s. So now there's girls out here that I went to school with, and every single kid they got has a different father, man. That's just bananas. To the point that people think it's irregular for all your kids to have the same father. And the fact that black women will give their children to anybody except the biological father makes it even more normalized for that type of dysfunction. But I'm gonna play that one more time because that's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, I thought this one was funny. This is a picture of Steph Curry and all the kids, or not Steph Curry kids and his wife. Somebody say, why they all look like Steph, LMAO. And then somebody else go, that's what happened when your mama got kids by the same man. The part that got me is the fact that somebody had to say that. We have normalized in our society that we don't come from the same two parents. So that is a crazy thing. Yeah, we the black community are fucked.
Hey man, tribe up, man. You can't change the toddler, man, but you can change your own situation, man. We tribe, man. It's a rap, bro. Trying to be with a black girl, it's a rap, bro. Yeah, they on social media saying they don't need 2-parent homes. But apparently they need 70% of taxpayers, so you know. Apparently they need 70% of taxpayers, but they don't need a man in a home. I get it. 70% of all women's lives are paid for by taxpayers, by the way. In case y'all didn't know that. You be like, my girl got a job. 7 out of 10 jobs that women have are taxpayer jobs, like teachers, nurses, counselors, when they go get their little psychology degrees, home daycare providers. That's a check from the state. Like 70% of their professions are paid by taxpayers. And then if they're poor, they get taxpayer funded housing under Section 8 or um, salary adjusted rent, like voucher programs. These girls belong to America. They're America's slaves. Let them be that. We'll buy our own slaves, bro. Tribe up. We'll buy our own slaves. They want to be slaves, though. They want to be slaves. What was that? Video number 5. Let's see. I think I got 4 more videos to pull out. You're gonna shut down. Y'all ain't come up to rate with me. Y'all ain't even rate with me. I'm sad. All right, but let's check it out. 4 more videos and we out. Like and sub, man. Today just a fun show, except for my rant about baby boomers, because they get on my goddamn nerves and all they do is lie about every damn thing. So they want everybody else to be bad. Here's the thing. Because once again, boomers and black women are exactly the same type of person. All they want to do is be second worst. All they want to do is be able to say somebody worse than me. That's it. If they had to, they'll sabotage their sons so their sons are worse than them. Girls go out and try to find the most bogus bitch so she can say, at least I'm not her. All this body positivity shit is so more girls that was at the bottom can try to find a new bottom so they can say they're not that bad. They just not good people, bro. They're just not good people. All right, here's a good one. And I've said this before, but dude got way more views than me when he said it, so I'm going to let him rock out. Most felons have effeminate energy. That's why like 70-80% of people in jail. Here's the crazy part. 90% of people in jail come from single mother homes. 70% of the people in jail are in jail for doing a violent crime that has something to do with a woman. Think about that. Most crimes, it's either somebody who was selling drugs and had to do the things that come with selling drugs because they 12 years old trying to buy their mama a house, or they fighting over a girl that they love that don't love them because a woman's whole job is to get one dude that love her in jail, another dude that love her in the grave, and then she sucking some third dude dick that don't give a fuck about her because she don't give a fuck about herself, so that's the one she really liked. It's just not good people. But dude gonna explain it from a felon perspective, so let him rock out.
One day when I first started doing my time, an old man walked me around the track. And he taught me a few things, and among the things he taught me was in the form of a question, and this is what he asked me. You know why these motherfuckers up in here like this here, don't you? I said, well, yeah, murder. And he said, no, murder might have been the charge, but that ain't the reason why they up in here. I said, well, what's the reason? And he said, for having bitch-ass ways on the street. What? These big, swole, gang-banged out the game motherfuckers from every gang set in the state of California, what the fuck you mean by that? And then he said, let me explain. 90-something% of these dudes right here were raised by women. And as a result, they have female emotional tendencies. That don't make them gay, but it does make them dangerous. I said, what do you mean? And he said, because when you combine male masculinity with female emotional tendencies, you'll kill a motherfucker over how you feel. But you don't never kill a man over how you feel, because tomorrow you're not going to feel that way, but that motherfucker going to be just as dead, and you're going to be up in this camp looking at me. One day when
You know what's so crazy about this video, right? Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Here's what's so crazy about this video. Because I always say nothing's more dangerous than an emotional man. But the whole thing that makes this video hilarious to me is he's explaining this shit. But the thing on it says, the reason I went to prison 4 times. So even though they walked that track and realized that, yo, I'm an emotional motherfucker, and this is why I'm in jail, they never stopped being emotional. You know what I'm saying? So even right now, they still got that same bitch energy. They're trying to rationalize the bitch energy and give them 20 years, they'll become the pastor. They'll be like, oh, black men ain't never built nothing. Because the only men that black women will listen to are men that are lesser than her, right? lesser than her. Doesn't mean that he earns less than her. He can be a weak-minded man that makes long bread, because money ain't nothing but a tool to exchange for goods and services. She can take his money and buy more stuff, but she needs a weak-minded man. She needs an effeminate, emotional man, because who else gonna kill for her, right? Who else can she promote a fight for unless he's an emotional, effeminate man? Because everybody else will be like, girl, shut up, sit down somewhere. But the emotional man be like, where you at? I'll get him for you, baby. That's the energy they like. That's they quote unquote real man. So this is why I don't trust men that marry black women. I can't deal with a dude that marry black women, because I know that once you marry that black woman, you're no good to society as a whole. I'm just being honest. You might be good for that woman, but you're not good for society. Once you commit to a black woman, you're no longer good for society. Even dude that married a black woman was like, yo, don't do this shit, bro. Don't do it. I'm sure he want to be something bigger and better, but he can't, because he's stuck with a black chick, and it's cheaper to keep her, right? Until she want to leave. She's still going to leave, but you can't leave her. If you leave her, she get everything. You back at your mama basement, and she busting holes in your tires and all type of stuff. It's almost safer to do stuff to make her leave you, just so you can get out of it just a couple of dollars instead of the pain and suffering. But that's because intrinsically, toddlers know they have no value with clothes on. None. What's they major gripes? Money is the number one problem. Number two is unreconcilable differences, because she can't get her way. So all of a sudden you're abusive, emotionally, psychologically abusive. You ain't got to touch it. All their ex-boyfriends abusive. Somehow just roll with it. And the third is infidelity, right? But infidelity is only a problem because all she really has as a value is sex. So the thought that you can get sex from somebody else and she can't manipulate your emotions with sex makes her feel inadequate. But as long as you open the door and let her choose, well, that's course 3. So I ain't gonna tell y'all how to have threesomes and shit. I ain't gonna teach y'all that. Take the course. But as long as she's permitted to have sex with other women or men or both, it's cool. Every girl I've been with that's bisexual, and this is another thing, and this go back to the fat chick who didn't want to be with her husband because she wouldn't fuck with a nigga that'll fuck with a big bitch, which is crazy, but it's true. Anytime I've been with a bisexual girl, no matter how cute the girl I was with was, she would find a bitch better than her to have a threesome with. I could be with a Chicago 7, which is like a Cali 5, but don't judge me, right? I could be with a Chicago 7, and she'll pull up with a Cali 8, which is like a Chicago 10, and be like, yo. And girls are so dumb. This is how dumb girls are. She'll come up with a girl that say she not bisexual. Say she only want the girl that I'm with. And the girl that I'm with will tell her, all right, girl, but, I want my boy to be there. She'll be like, all right, cool. Like, yo, I know you don't like men, but, could he hit you from the back while you eat me out? And she was like, well, as long as I can eat you out. Girls are dumb. Girls are just dumb. Sometimes I just tell them that I'm transgender. I'm like, look, I'm a lesbian. I'm trapped in the wrong body. They be like,
For real?
I'm like, yeah, I'm a lesbian trapped in the wrong body. I'm a binary lesbian. They be like,
Okay, it sounds like men, but I'll be with a lesbian.
I'm telling you, girls are dumb as shit, bro. Girls are dumb as shit. I don't know why the fuck y'all listen to them with clothes on. You can tell these bitches anything. Anyway, so just to prove that point, let's check this one out.
Where was Springer Island?
Okay, so Springer Island is in Cancun, Mexico, and there's actually like a number of topless or nude resorts that are kind of like hush hush wink wink swinger islands, but this one fully advertises themselves as.
So how many couples are we talking?
I would say that there were probably 250 people at this resort, and obviously some are not who you want to fuck and some are, but what was super cool about this experience is learning how to literally just be like, hey, yes, no, like.
And how many did you do?
A lot. Like the first night I went balls to the wall and like 8 people.
8
and this
dudes?
is like 4 dudes and like their wives.
Now, does the guy you're there with have to partake in everything too?
Yeah.
Swinger Island, man. How'd you get to Swinger Island? Where was Swinger Island?
Okay, so Swinger Island is in Cancun, Mexico.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. It's hilarious out here, man. Here's the thing, though. She just said on the first day she did 8 people, 4 women, 4 men. She didn't say what she did the rest of her trip. She probably hit the 20s. Here's the thing, though. If you meet her after that, she won't count any of those people, man. She won't count any of those people because they don't count because she doesn't care about them. She don't care about her body. She cares about the story. She's telling the story, but she's telling the story to a dude she don't want to sleep with, somebody doing an interview. It's something about a camera that make girls show out. As a matter of fact, if you a girl that's a lazy fuck, pull out a camcorder, and I bet her sex gets immediately better. Immediately better. They only show out for the camera. And then they'll tell you they don't want you to show nobody, and then they'll show people because, you know, Tyler's going to talk. Real quick, man, I want to give a shout out to James for the $5 cash app. Gratitude, sir.
Mama,
All right, 1 through 5, man. 1 through 5. I think I owe y'all 2 more. Yeah, man. The girls all value is nudity, man. What tricks they can put on you while they naked. Any trick they can put on you with clothes on, they won't respect you. They won't respect you. Because, I mean, they know they dumb. How the fuck, they be like, damn, how I'm smarter than this nigga. I'm dumb. Like, girls know they dumb. Down to 3, I'll go with that. I showed this one earlier this week, but I'm gonna show it again, man, because this is an ode to the Marry Your Secretary. And I showed this one earlier this week. This will be number 9. I know where I'm gonna stop at. I'm stopping at Dame Dash. But oh no, this 8. This 8. But let's go. It's number 8. We showed this one earlier this week, but it's hilarious, man. 1 through 5, 1 through 5. First of all, I'm gonna say I think all this is cap. All this is cap, but let's go. Hey, real quick, man. This is hood rattery shit, bro. This is super hood shit. When I tell you guys, man, this is why I don't debate with girls on these panels or anything like that, because they've been listening to y'all for the last 15 years, man. They've been listening to what they said that they need to be feminine. They know y'all talking points. These chicks, they just made a whole song about your talking points to see if they could thirst trap you, nigga. This shit is hilarious. I know they lying though, but it's still funny. Play it one more time. You know what's so crazy? Even if I believed it, right? Even if I believe they cooked, which I don't, but even if I believe they cooked and cleaned, sex is automatic. Like you can scoop sex off the sidewalk. All you gotta do is go outside. Stay off these online apps and stay off social media, because they not gonna like no man on social media. That's how they program. They only on social media to get attention. But you go outside in real life, they coochie on the ground. You just scoop her up, put it over your shoulder, carry the coochie back to the crib. So I believe they fuck. But there is no thing in this world. There is no power in this world. There is no place that you can make me believe that they'll shut up, nigga. You can't make me believe it.
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
Even if I bit the bullet and believe they cooked, clean, and had sex, there's no way I believe a black woman would shut up. I can't fathom it. I can't even fathom it. I couldn't even believe. I don't even know. I didn't know girls could shut up and start dating Puerto Rican and white girls, nigga. I promise to God. I didn't know it was possible. There's no way in the world I think a black girl will shut up. I just do not believe it. But, all right, 1 to 5 on that one, man. We got 2 more. Talking about submissive women in demand, too. What other type of woman was in demand? Talking about submissive women in demand, too. That's just, you know what? I'm not even trying to understand toddlers, man. I mean, Okay, so I was looking for this video the other day, but I couldn't find it. Like I said, was y'all come in, man. Appreciate y'all coming to the daycare, man. Like I said, was y'all come in, man. Help with the algorithm. I was looking for this video the other day. The other day when I did that whole show about cartoons, and I was like, yo, the 3 different steps to he said crayons and commas. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you, Marcus, man. Appreciate you. That's funny though. Commissary is hilarious because that's what they need. They need to be stopped. Anyway, what you teach your child, what toxic people teach their children, whether it's men or women, whoever raising their kids, it messes up the basic learning curve and it develops the normalization of bad behavior. So, and women are the women and boys that came from single mothers, and I'm not going to say men, because at some point, even the most baby mama-fied emotional male will become a man eventually. It'll take them longer. Like the lessons they should have gotten at 16, they won't get until they 30, but eventually they'll get there slower because they listen to girls with clothes on. But eventually they'll get there. So but women are toddlers from 12 to 92. They just never emotionally mature. They're like, we grow up faster. When they say women are more mature, by the way, they're talking about physically. You may be 15 or 16 before you can produce a child. Maybe 14. You know what I'm saying? Freshman year of high school, your dick get hard. And then the teacher always call you to the board once you can't get your wood down and shit, trying to slide, you know. You don't have no dick control freshman year of high school. But girls will probably be able to get pregnant in 6th or 7th grade. So they physically mature faster than men, but they don't emotionally mature, period. They get to a point, once they're able to reproduce, they plateau, and they're just that for the rest of their life. That's why you got to teach them right when they're young. You only got birth through 12 to teach them everything they need to know. Whatever they are, once they get their first period, man, it's a wrap. It's a ripple. This right here is a perfect example of that. Y'all can give 1 through 5, but let's see it.
Hey, princess, y'all having fun out there?
I'm out here in Miami, looking for the hoochie daddy. Where the niggas that get ratchet? My son need a new pappy.
Oh, hell no. Put your mom on the phone right now.
Bro, you know how pissed off I would be, bro? You know how pissed off I would be if my 18-month child knew all the lyrics to a thought song, but didn't know the ABC song, bro?
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
Nigga, I'd be heated, bro. I would be on that bullshit. Such a cute kid, too, but she ain't gonna be shit, bro.
Hey, princess, y'all having fun out there?
I'm out here in Miami, looking for the hoochie daddy. Where the niggas that get ratchet? My son need a new pappy.
Oh, hell no. Put your mom on the phone right now.
It's funny. It's funny in a way that little kids curse it be funny, but it's really not funny. Like when you look back at it, like, yo, that was some bullshit. What's poppin', Mark? All right, that's 9. We gonna close it on this last video right here, man. You can 1 through 5 that one. We gonna close it down on this last video right here because I might have to say some cool nigga shit about this last video. And the crazy thing is, this last video is from Dame Dash, but and as much as Dame Dash gets on my nerves lately, what he does, I can't dispute what he says. He says the Lord's work. He says some good shit. I don't know if he does the Lord's work, but he says the Lord's work, and I respect that. What happened to his foot? Dame a cripple. I don't know what happened. Something wrong with Dame. Something wrong with his foot.
See, what people have to understand is starting a business means being broke for a little while. Don't think starting a business means automatically I'm rich. It means you're going to get tested. It's not for everybody, this grind. It's not meant to be easy. If you cry every time or you're upset every time there's a challenge, you're not a boss. A boss's job is to fix problems.
I want to play that back, but I want to switch boss with man. With man. I want to break this down slow, man. Because even though Dame talk all that boss talk, what he said is no less true just for the average everyday man who goes to work and comes home to feed his family than it is to be a boss. Because to be a boss is the same principles as being a father. The boss get paid last. I have to make sure I do payroll. I have to make sure that I get the materials and supplies for manufacturing before I eat. Because if I don't get the materials, there is nothing for the workers to do. And if I don't pay the workers what I said I'm gonna pay the workers, they're not coming back to work. They're just not coming back to work. Like, would you work a job for 2 weeks and you expect a check and they give you an IOU slip? You'll be pissed off. The boss eats last. Dad eats last. Dad gets the biggest piece of chicken, but if there's only one chicken breast, you gotta chop that up, make sure the kid's straight, and Dad'll eat a bologna sandwich. Because that's a sacrifice you have to make to be a man. And as a man, you are automatically the boss of your corporation. I will say the king of your castle, but we live in a democracy or a republic. We don't live in a monarchy. So your home is your corporation. That's where you handle your shit. You are the CEO of your life. You are the CEO of your life. CEOs don't look for partners. CEOs look for executive secretaries, baby. A CEO needs a secretary. They don't need a partner. They don't need another boss. I'm going to play this back. I'm going to take it slow, though, because he said some good shit.
See, what people have to understand is starting a business means being broke.
Let's pause right there. If you have to get a job and you have nothing, no support from family or friends, and you're trying to get a job, you have nothing. You have nothing. You're trying to figure out how you're going to make it to work for those first 2 weeks in order to be eligible to get your half a check from that first week that you work. You have nothing. To be a man striving for something in the beginning means that you are broke. Somebody may help you out, but if you don't have a support team, you are broke.
for a little while. Don't think starting a business means automatically I'm rich. It means you're going to get.
Don't believe that getting a job means you're automatically rich. Don't believe that getting a degree and you listen to what the counselor told you about how much you'll get paid with that degree makes you automatically rich. You can become rich with great saving habits and spending habits. You don't spend your last, you save 20% of your bread. There's a lot of guys that I know personally, and I've been there. There's a lot of guys that make $50,000 a year, but got $250,000 they could touch. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys like that, but it's over the accumulation of time. They stayed below their means. They kept their credit right. But based on that credit, they were able to get a crib. Maybe they went under their means on that too, so they can get an investment property, or they got a couple of cribs before the closing happened and the bank found out. They steady keep their credit line up. You know what I'm saying? They start a small business on the side, whatever it is the case may be. But it's a gradual process. It's a gradual process. At 20 years old, 21 years old, you're supposed to be broke. At 16, you're supposed to be broke. And I'm saying 2021 if you go to college, because you wasted 4 years getting a degree you don't need, and fucking girls you really did need. You know what I'm saying? But you went out there networking and making friends that hopefully will last you for the rest of your life. That becomes part of your network. Because they're growing too. As you're growing, they're growing. Right? For me to be 44 years old and saying I want to start a charter school because I realize the only way that this will work is to get kids away from their mothers and get paid to do it. Get paid to do it. I didn't look for black women to do shit because I know black women fuck up everything they touch. But I had two friends, one who moved from Chicago, he's a superintendent of schools down in Houston, and another friend who lives in the suburbs of Chicago, who is on he's the vice president of the Chicago Teachers Union. I was like, yo, bro, I can get the kids. I need a curriculum. They was like, all right, man, let's do a 3-way call. Like, next time, man, got them tacos on you. I'm like, cool, tacos on me. Network. Like, fuck it, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, man, I do this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I make myself the chancellor. You can be, you know what I'm saying, the school president to the school system president. Because, you know, it's a system that could be franchisable, duplicatable, syndicatable. Like, man, we'll set these motherfuckers up everywhere. The same way they do ABC daycares, the same way they do certain Catholic schools. I'm like, yo, we'll make a tribal boarding school. We'll just post them up places. Man, you can run that shit. He was like, I bet. Networking. These are friends I've known for 20 years, 20 plus. Hey, Zone said when he at Arizona State, all they see is young adults wasting their time. You know they ain't gonna be shit. Well, you know they ain't gonna get a job in whatever they studying in. You know that. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna be nothing, but I will say, you know, ain't none of them, like 80% of them motherfuckers is not gonna get a job in whatever they major is. You know that. They just there. I told you, just there, man. Just eating ramen noodles and having unprotected sex with a bunch of white girls. And shout out to that. Shout out to that. Anyway, but yeah, let's continue.
Get tested. It's not for everybody, this grind. It's not meant to be easy. If you cry every time or you're upset every time there's a challenge, you're not a boss.
If you, when we were shorties, nigga, if you crying, what the baby's gonna do? Like, you a man, nigga, if you crying, what the baby's gonna do? Figure it out, man. Figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, come holler at the guys, and maybe as a collective, we can figure it out. But if you crying, what the baby's gonna do? Crying is for toddlers. I'm with him on that. He's saying these are boss lessons, and they are, but they man lessons. And every man has the opportunity to be the CEO of his life, so I'm rolling with it.
A boss's job is to fix problems.
And that is the perfect way to land. A boss's job is to fix problems. Not complain about the problems, not go on panels and recite the problems, not tell you what the next problem gonna be. Like, I see it coming, like, what's your solution? I ain't got no solution. God's it. Anyway, guys. We've come to the end of the road. And I just let go. Man, I appreciate y'all sliding through, man. I really, for those who got in late, man, catch the replay, man. I had one of the epic rants earlier about the Boomers, but that ain't what I want to talk about. I wanted to have fun today, and I have fun with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Now, get these numbers up, man. The daycare's too small, man. God damn it. I'm chasing a couple people on social media. All the responsibility for this, man, is up to everybody else, man. Like, share the clips, bro. Share the clips. That's all I can ask, man. Speaking of that, bro. Speaking of clips, I want to. Where is it at? It might be on the screen a little bit better. Nope. Hold on. There you go. I want y'all to go sub to the Instagram Dirty Folks Podcast, man. The Dirty Folks Podcast on Instagram. The little homie be going bananas on that, bro. Bananas. And nobody said, like, a couple people call me be like, yo, man, your Instagram popping. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even do the Instagram, man. I don't even do it. But I look at it, man, and it really does be popping, man. Do me a favor, guys, and go on IG and sub to the Dirty Folks Podcast, man. Anyway, as always, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Try buck.
Chill. You're one of the top six speakers the past 8 years. But I hated you at first. Could you please mention the Dirty Folks Podcast? Thank you, Lord Charles. Dirty Folks.
And see, I find it to be hilarious because even if I did behave like a teenager, I would be ahead of a lot of these B-dubs that want to make these comments because a lot of you behave like toddlers. Shout out to my man Dirty Folk.
And it's because y'all niggas don't support. Y'all do support. Y'all support titties and pussy. Hey, shout out to Dirty Folk.
Men have sort of quietly begun to agree that even the most like off the wall extreme advice or takes that you get from some random guy on the internet is more useful than anything allegedly profound that you would hear from a trained black female professional. All right, let's take a perfect example of this, right? The idea of Dirty Folks when he come up and he says like women with clothes on, that is a way more useful notion to frame your mental state around than anything your black female therapist would ever tell you. Cause she's a woman with clothes on. Why the fuck would you listen to her? Like when he says that, it makes sense in a way that it just appeals to you. And it's something that your black female therapist could never match.
Yo, Traps, the daycare is too influential to be so small. Do your big homie a favor, man. Like, sub, share, clip. I know I got at least 10 bars that can change somebody's life, man. Help me to help my brother. Love each other as you love yourself.